Hello once again and welcome to my channel Crafting with me, IndieAnnieJones. Once again, I have this video that I actually created a year ago. So you will see my cute little Luna and Kudo were just little tiny kittens. But I was collaborating with my sweet friend Monica of Up All Night DIY, and this year we are collaborating once again with my sweet friend Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling. This again is a festive Christmas playlist stroll where we take a stroll back in time and share a video that we wanted to share once again with you, as well as a new video. So I hope you enjoy this blast from the past from last year. Now I don't know exactly how vintagey this next project is, but I thought how cute it would be to have one of those little gumball machines. To me, that's very vintage. So here is my design for a gumball machine, and all I'm using is these two, or actually just one of the two clear balls that you get from the Dollar Tree and their little shot glasses that they have. I thought that was a perfect way to start. Then I had this beautiful glittery paper, and I love this mint color for Christmas. That is the thing with these vintage looks for Christmas with this pastel colors. I just love the mint and pink and light blue. It's just so cute and adorable. All I'm doing here is creating like a little area that's gonna look like where you get the gumball from. And there, our gumball stand is ready. Now all we have to do is attach the little clear plastic ball on top and add the little gumballs. And for this, I'm going to be using those little styrofoam balls. Yes, the wicked little colorful styrofoam balls. Why do I use these things? They get full of static, they get all over the place, and you can never really pick them up. But they just look adorable because, again, they have those beautiful pastel colors. Now, I could have put in like larger little styrofoam balls, but I thought this was just perfect. Now, to hide the seams between the little gumball machine stand and the little gumball machine itself, I guess the little ball on top, I'm just using some gold trim, and that's just going to make it so much more Christmassy. Now, I know a lot of people would say, well, why did you put the topper like that where you can see it? Because obviously this is going to be an ornament, and the ornament hanger is already on there. So there you have it. Pretty much just trim it up and you have this adorable little gumball machine. Now you can make them in all different colors, and I just think they are so cute for any Christmas tree. Now, back in the spring, my friend and I went to this antique store and we found this huge bag of these vintage spools. And this is another wonderful, fun idea. Now, again, you don't have to use the wooden spools that are antiques. You can use plastic spools, and they even sell wooden spools at places like Hobby Lobby. So you can buy like a pack of 6 for $2.99 or $3.99. It's very reasonable. Now here, instead of string, I'm just going to wrap it with this wonderful vintagey looking plaid ribbon. Now, I remember that back in the 90s, I think 90s is vintage now, the plaid was so big. So that's why I'm including it here on this craft. And next, again, I'm going to use that wonderful gold trim to create a little bow around my spool. And then lastly, I'm going to top it off with one of those little bottle brush trees. Those are so big, especially with the vintage look. They are truly back in style. So you can find a pack of, I think, 5 or 6 at the Dollar Tree, and they're just darling. And that's it. That's pretty much all you have to do for this next little ornament. This next craft project is going to be supervised by my kitten Luna, because goodness knows I can't craft without my kittens around me anymore. It's inevitable. I've given up, and they're so darn cute. Why not? Why not? So anyway, here I got these signs, these wonderful wood signs. I found them it was a flea market, a church flea market. I bought all 4 for $1. Can you believe it? All 4. So believe me, you're going to see many, many more signs in my projects to come. Here is Luna, just to make sure I'm using the correct brush stroke. I don't know which brush stroke is the correct one, but she was very intently watching me as I painted, and it was just so much fun watching her, watching me, that I had to share it with all of you. So there's little Luna's, dark ears. She's just so cute, and there she is, back and forth, and I even, played with her a little bit, just watching her go back and forth. It's just so cute. So this creamy green color, I pretty much created with a couple of green colors that I had in my stash. And I wanted to create like a vintage kind of look, obviously, because this is a vintage collaboration. And it's just so much fun. I hope you like this one. I was able to use some IOD transfers. Now, these IOD transfers that I'll be using today are actually from last year. I got them on sale, and I was just so happy. Again, at that flea market, I was very, very lucky to find the transfer book on sale, and I think I bought it for $7 or $8, and that's like half of the price that is usually on retail. But I know that there's new IOD transfer books out there. Now I decided to go full on retro and add a red trim. I know this is like a bright red trim, but I do tone it down a little bit with a little bit of whitewash, I suppose, and it looks just fine. Now I can't wait to show you this beautiful design from the IOD transfer book that I have. Again, this is a smaller book, and I'm almost sure that this is from last year, but again, I found it at such an incredible price. I wish there was more IOD transfers at that garage sale or that flea market that I found in a church nearby. And there it is. I love this Merry Christmas sign. And that's the book. There it is. And here I am just transferring the IOD transfer. I love working with IOD transfers. If you've never worked with transfers before, do it. I am just finishing up this transfer, and of course I have to show you the reveal, because there's nothing better than doing a transfer and then you lift it up and then you see little pieces that you still gotta fix, but that's okay. It all works out. And then when you do the final reveal, it's like, oh, there it is. It's so beautiful. And I know I had some extra space there. I was going to have like a tree or I don't know, some other, transfer there, but I decided to use this beautiful red and white ticking bow. Is just so cute, so vintagey. And this is something that you would find at any one of those small town shops in any of those Hallmark movies. How many Hallmark movies have you watched? Come on, fess up. I've watched at least 50, and it just started. But here it is, my beautiful Merry Christmas vintage sign. Now, this is a side of the road find that I got, and apparently they took this, it looks like it was a silver platter. They started painting it. They didn't quite finish it, so I went ahead and repainted it white just to finish up what they started. And again, using this beautiful IOD transfer, I couldn't help myself. It reminded me of those beautiful Spode plates that is, there's nothing more vintage, more classic than a Spode Christmas tree platter or plates or mugs, anything. I just love the look of this. And once again, it's an IOD transfer, so it's going to work out just fine, just beautiful. So here I am just transferring with that little stick they have. I finally got one of their little sticks, and I'm just finishing up. And again, like I always said, the best thing about using a transfer is that final reveal when you've got everything done right. And yes, there it is. Ta-da! It's so pretty. And I loved it just as it was, but then I looked at it and looked at it again, and it looked kind of dull. So I decided to add gold to the side of it. Now you tell me, did I do the right thing or not? Should I have painted the outside red? I like the gold because it kind of gives it that vintagey look once again. But you tell me, what do you think? Should I have left it white? Did I paint it right by painting it gold? Or should I have painted another color? Should it have been, red or green? Or should I have put just greenery all around the platter? Either way, it's pretty. I love it. And it's just going to add more vintage vibes to my holiday decor this year. These wonderful Dollar Tree Christmas trees that are wonderful for everything else except for Christmas trees because they are so scrawny sometimes. But if you use enough of them, they are such a steal. If I were to go out and buy a white, Christmas kind of white pine tree wreath, this would probably cost me at least $20. And there is my supervisor once again. Oh, the joys of kittenhood. I am telling you, being a mommy of 2 new kittens is really a lot of fun. It's challenging, but fun, because this was the favorite place to be during this craft project, and I didn't mind. I was like, okay, if you sit there calmly and let me do my work, we're all good, sweetie. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, her sister had to come along. There's Kudu. and I can't help myself. They're just too adorable. I let them just destroy my project, and then I had to retry it again. So here I am tying down those white Christmas trees. What I did was I did bend the middle stand of the tree, and I'm just fluffing up one side of it. Luke had to come and help me because I wasn't getting anywhere with both kittens there. And all I am doing is wrapping them with the branches themselves, just wrapping it onto the wreath form. And this is the larger wreath form. And this harkens back to those, I remember having white wreath, Christmas wreaths or what have you on my door when I was a little kid. I also remember, do you remember the plastic wreaths? You took all these plastic, my grandmother used to do this. You get like a wire hanger, and then you get all these like plastic bags, like white plastic bags. And then they would just like, make holes in it and put it onto, the wire hanger, and they would make a wreath out of that. I remember that. And then they would put like all these colorful, pastel-y kind of colored, ribbons and balls. Maybe it was just me, but I remember us doing that. So here I am finished with the full wreath. Now I'm going to add all these wonderful pastel vintage, decor that I had. I think I had this from last year. I'm not sure. I think I bought this on clearance, but I have all these wonderful pastel colors, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is so perfect for a white pine tree Christmas wreath. And here I am just adding them on, and you can add them on using the branches or gluing them on. So I'm using both. And by this time, I think Luna passed out. You can see her there on the side. She just passed out. And I was like, that's fine. We were listening to Christmas music, and I think that's what calmed her and her little sister down. The other one is sitting right beside me in the bar chair. And of course, now she woke up. Now they're both curious. Again, I apologize, and I don't apologize for my lovely kittens. I hope you like cats. And if you don't, well, I'm so sorry. This is my life now with my two little kittens. Here I am just adding all of these balls and baubles, and you can add whatever you have. But once again, if you go to the Dollar Tree, if you see these, I would say buy yourself at least 5, if not 10 of these white Christmas trees. For some reason, the white Christmas trees are the first ones to disappear off the shelves at Dollar Tree. And yes, the many of my ornaments ended up on the floor while I was doing this because, of course, my little kittens were playing. I wanted to finish off my wreath with this wonderful white, gold, and green bow. I added a little pink Christmas ball right in the middle just to accentuate all the beautiful pink colors. I think it came out lovely. I hope you do too. And I hope you find those white Christmas trees so you can create your own white vintage Christmas wreath. Thank you once again for joining me today, and for my two sweet friends, Monica of Up All Night DIY and Dawn of Shabby Me's Bling, to join me for this wonderful stroll with a playlist of festive Christmas ideas. Thank you, and remember, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and live the adventure, and I'll see you again very soon.